In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a proposal with the help of AI so you can get it out right away. First, you're going to learn the 4 most important questions that you need to ask during a sales call or discovery call so that you can have AI generate your proposal for you. Next, I'll give you the exact prompt to create a proposal in an instant. Third, I'm going to show you how to bust potential objections that your client probably already has. And finally, I'll give you the prompt to draft the proposal and get it out today. Now, you may not have a sales coach. You can actually use ChatGPT to be your sales coach. The general questions that you want to ask during a sales call or discovery call to be able to get the information you need to have AI generate a proposal for you. First of all, what challenges do they have? What is the pain point or the problem that they are coming to you with? Second, what does success look like for them and how will that change things in their life or their business? Third, what have they tried so far that does or doesn't work? And then finally, what's the timeline and what's their budget? Once you have that information in the discovery call or the sales call, it's going to be so much easier to get a proposal done automatically. Once you've asked those questions, your job is pretty much done. All you have to do is pull the transcript, upload it into ChatGPT, and say something like this. I want you to review the transcript from this sales call or discovery call. After that, I want you to create a proposal. Keep in mind what they said their challenges were, the ways that I can help them, their pain points or problems, what success looks like for them, what they've tried before, and the timeline. I'm also going to tell you what I already have on my plate and the offer that I think would be best for them. Keep those things in mind while you're creating the proposal. Act like a professional sales coach when you're writing the proposal. My favorite tool for this, you can use Fathom. It's an AI tool that connects with Zoom. So if you're already using your Zoom account, you can connect that with Fathom, and a lot of this will happen automatically. In fact, Fathom's also going to create a summary for you with bullet points and a list of action steps. Next, let's talk about common objections your audience might have or your potential client might have when you're on the call. There's going to be the potential objections they have during the call, and hopefully they bring those up with you. But then there's also going to be potential objections that they have that they don't bring up, either because they don't know how to describe them, they're not even sure that they're there, or they don't have them until after the call. To do that, you're going to put in that transcript or just use the same chat that we're already using. And you're going to say, I want you to review the transcript. And this time, I want you to look specifically for whatever that person's name, transcript, or words. And I want you to identify objections that they might have. Then in the proposal, I want to make sure that you've busted those objections. Now, don't be super obvious about it. We don't want you to say objection, answer to objection. I want it to flow. Now, that part is really important. If you don't say, I want it to flow, then you're pretty much guaranteed that it's going to say objection. And this just kind of takes them out of it. And we really want them to be able to read the proposal and see if this is for them without having all those salesy kind of words in there. Now let's talk about the draft to the email. We've done pretty much everything else for your proposal. Literally all we need to do now is send the email. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I get tripped up on that. I want to say the perfect thing. I want to make sure it makes sense. And so instead of sending it right away, it's like 3 days and I'm still in the same place. I'm staring at the screen. It's a blank page. I don't know where to start. Or at least that's how it was before AI came onto the scene. Now I can just ask ChatGPT to tell me exactly what to say. I can even ask it to act like my sales coach and coach me through that process. So if you've ever gone to send a proposal and you start to feel all kinds of feelings about it, can I really charge this much? Can I really do this thing? You can talk to ChatGPT, kind of like it's a mindset coach and sales coach together. This is one of the beautiful parts about using AI. You can have it be your sales coach and your mindset coach at the same time. So instead of having to talk to 2 different people, pay 2 different people, you're actually using it all together at once. Here's how you're going to do that. You're going to open up the same chat that you created the proposal on. And then you're going to say, I want you to act like my mindset coach and sales coach. I'm going to tell you about what's coming up for me, the feelings, the thoughts, anything that's holding me back from actually sending this proposal out. And I want you to act like my coach and ask me questions so that we can work through what's happening here. It's going to give you some feedback on what you might be feeling, what's coming up for you, and why. And then you can say, yeah, I think I'm feeling this way, or no, I don't think I am. One of the things that I do anytime I use AI as a mindset coach is that I tell it how to talk to me. So instead of it just giving me paragraph on paragraph of what it thinks that I should know, which is a lot like talking to somebody who doesn't really want to listen to what you're saying, they just want to give you advice. We don't really want that. This isn't really helpful. So instead I say, I want you to actually act like a mindset coach and ask me questions that will guide me to the answer that I probably already know already inside. At first it's going to feel a little bit weird because you're talking to this machine and it's giving you this like heartfelt advice, but I promise it's going to be worth it when you start to see more money coming in because you're sending those proposals out more quickly. Writing proposals and actually getting them out does not have to be hard. But let's say that you've written the proposal, you've gotten it out, and now they have questions. one of the worst things that can happen. Just kidding. It's one of the best things because it means they're still interested in. They're not just ghosting you. They want to know more to see if it's a good fit. But that can feel a little bit overwhelming, or it can feel a little bit intimidating. And so again, we're going to go back to ChatGPT and we're going to say, this is the question they had. Can you please help me answer it? And guess what? ChatGPT is going to help. It's going to act like that sales coach again and tell you how to answer it. In fact, you can be really specific and say, all right, act like my sales coach again. This is what they said. I want you to help me respond in a way that doesn't feel salesy or slimy. It just feels like a natural conversation, but still leads them to, this is the right decision for me, if that's obviously the case. So now you know what questions to ask on your call, how to create your proposal from your transcript and what AI tool to use, how to bust common objections that your client may have, how to draft the email that comes with the proposal, and what to do if they have questions afterwards and you're feeling a little intimidated or feeling like you're procrastinating a little bit. Now that you know AI can create a proposal for you, I bet you want to know what else it can do too. Over the last 18 months, I've spent so much time figuring out what works and doesn't work in the world of AI. I've used it for my business and my personal life. It saves me over 17 hours every single month and makes every part of my life that much easier. I have a free gift for you that's going to utilize all of the things that I've learned from the last 18 plus months. It's 88 ways you can use AI in your life starting today. Everything from planning your meals to figuring out what chores everybody in your family should be doing to pretty much every other way that you can use AI in your life. If you want to save time like I do using AI, click the link below to download it today for free. My name is Brittany Long. I'll see you next time.